Alright, Tim and Steve, another video, and I hope you guys are sitting down. I have a patient who is, I've had some other patients too, but this lady is a mathematician. I've had other patients that was, one was Anthony, who actually worked on the Mars rover that's being sent to Mars. He does the math, he does the program, the software program to make it function. This lady is a mathematician, and we started getting in. Sometimes I walk in, I have no idea what I'm about to encounter, and here's a woman that's really pretty bright. I mean, to be honest with you, she's a mathematician, and we were talking about the next life. We've also said that, that I think some videos sometime back, maybe even a year ago, that I came and I said, we've had hundreds of lives before, and we choose them. When she was talking about mathematics, that math can actually prove there are parallel universes. In other words, that we may have had, there is a duplicate, and maybe hundreds of duplicates of us, the same us, but in different circumstances, facing different situations, all at the same time. So in other words, we're going through our life and we're dealing with certain situations in this lifetime, but there may be other parallel universes dealing with different types of experience in each one. So basically what we're saying here, or what she was saying in mathematically, is that we may be having experiences all at the same time, hundreds of lifetimes, but different situations, all at the same moment, at the same time. And I don't know if I'm getting because it took me a few minutes to kind of grasp what she was talking about mathematically. It can be proven there are parallel universes out there, but what is interesting is that usually we think in consecutive, that you go through one experience after the next, and you have learning lessons. What she's talking about, you may have learning lessons all at the same time, hundreds of them. So when we have our review with God, not only are we doing one consecutive, experience, we may have experience all at the same moment, everybody, at the same time, different outcomes, different kind of experiences through each one, but we're all experiencing all at the same moment. So when we have our review, we're reviewing a whole bunch of lifetimes, maybe hundreds of different lifetimes, but what she was talking about, we get it. Am I making sense to you guys? It took me by surprise to have this kind of a discussion, but she's a mathematician, so she's viewing things a little bit differently than I would, that I think most of us would. But she is saying that there are parallel universes going on. It's being proven by math. And I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys, but when we have our moment with God, this could be far bigger, guys. It could be a mind-blowing experience. I said this many, many times. Everything and anything is possible with God. Nothing is off the table. So when she's talking about mathematically there are parallel universes, she's talking about having experience. We're the same person, but we're different universes, different outcomes, different things are going on all at the same time. Am I making sense to you guys? It took me a little time to grasp this. So when I say hope you're sitting down, that we may have had hundreds of lifetimes in different parallel universes, we're having different outcomes, and we're experiencing all at the same time. God, I don't know if I'm making sense here, because it took me a little while to kind of put this together in my mind. So I'm just throwing this out here, guys. That's what's so great about life, in a sense, or that the possibilities are just endless. All the different things when we go in the next life, we go back home, and depending, I guess, the only way the best way to describe, and not to put down anybody for it, it just depends on how we're evolving, and this universe is far bigger, and nothing is off the table. They're mathematically proven. There are parallel universes that we are the same person, but we're different at the same moment, having different outcomes. And you may have heard this through, I think that's been out there a little bit, on documentaries, so on and so forth, that it's possible, mathematically it's proven that there are parallel universes, and each one of them we're having a different outcome. We're having a different experience. So when we have our review, is not necessarily it's one lifetime going to the next lifetime. It may be all at the same moment. Crazy thing about all this, we get it. So our minds are far more advanced, everybody. Far greater than we've ever thought. And she's just kind of mathematically putting it out there, or having this discussion that it could be far greater than we think. Anyway, I'm throwing this out to you, and I will get more information. I'm going to have she's going to be here for a little bit, so I can have more discussion with her. But I wanted to share this with you guys because it is, there's a lot more going on here, and far bigger, and our mind is far greater than we really ever thought. At least in what I experienced today, just having a discussion with a mathematician. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will get back to you tomorrow, and then the following day, about more about this discussion. But anyway, I just want to share with you initially, and I'll get back to you with more information about what's going on here. Anyway, as usual, as always, I hope your day is going well, and until the next video, which will be soon, we'll talk then. Bye.